What do you want to be when you grow up? It's a question that is often asked, especially at the beginning of a school year. Oftentimes, as the beginning of school comes around, parents create these signs, these little chalkboards for their kids to hold up as they take a first day of school picture. Usually it's a name, an age, a grade, a teacher, some certain favorite things. And what do you want to be when you grow up? See, we're all in this process of growing up, whether we are an adult or a child alike. We are all in this process of growing up. So what do you want to be when you grow up? See, we're all in this process of maturing, of learning and growing, of being like Jesus. And so as we grow up into Him, what do we want to be? What is it that we want to be known for? What is it that we want to do? And it's so difficult in this day and age because what we are known for and who we actually are can be vastly different. Sometimes we might be known for something that we have no part of, that isn't about who we are. But it's their people's perception of who we are. And so how do we change that perception? How do we make known who we are and how we are growing in Jesus? See, we can look back in the past and we can see men and women who were great examples of the life and love of Jesus. And we can look back in the past and we can see those who were far more about control and dogma rather than the love of Christ. So as we think about what we want to be like when we grow up, how is it that we can let the world know of God's love for them and show that to them in a way that we can then tell them about how Jesus came to save them? You see, there's so many different churches, so many different thoughts that say we have to hide the reality of what comes in judgment. Well, to do that would be unloving. To do that would be unkind. To do that would not be showing others the love of Jesus. But if we lead with that, without telling them and showing them about the reality of God's love for them as His children, as His creation, as those who He dearly loves, well, then that's a disservice as well. So how, as we grow up into Jesus, can we help others see and know Him? See, I think it's found in returning to the basics of Scripture, of reading its words, of reading of God's love for us, of knowing His desire for us, and then finding ways to incorporate that into our life and share it with those who are around us. That sounds too simple, and there's some elements about it are simple, but it's even though it may be simple, it's far from easy. It's a difficult task for us to begin to live out the love of Jesus, how He has loved us and cared for us. And so today, as we continue in this thought about bearing fruit for Jesus, as we consider thinking about what His desire is for us, as we consider how we might grow up into Him, let's think about what those steps might be to help us show God's love to those around us. Hey, I love you guys, and I've been thankful for the time away, but I'm hoping to get to see you all real soon. See you this weekend.